Hi, this is Magazines Tony van Niekerk. I'm speaking to Ricardo Teixiera, COO, Chief Operating Officer of BDO Wealth Advisors. Ricardo, thank you very much. It's nice talking to you again.
Thank you very much, Tony. Good to be with you again.
Great stuff. We start off with congratulating you on your win at the Financial Planning Institute's Financial Planning Practice of the Year. It's great to see the word professional connected to our industry. So well done. And tell me, what was the vibe like back at home when you were announced as the winner on Friday?
So I think, Tony, you're right. There's a lot of recognition to that award, and so I think the overall feeling with the team back home and the family back home was really, I think, one of elation, and I think one of pride. And I think pride, to your point that you've said now about being recognized as a professional practice. And so if I reflect on how the team spoke about it that evening, the next day, and the days that followed, it was all around being, I think, proud about being associated with a firm that is doing the right thing and that's setting a standard. And it's amazing, Tony, to see what that has done in terms of sort of the team spirit, as well as people's sort of individual sort of appreciation for their roles and understanding how important their role and their contribution is to the greater BDO and the greater sort of professional standards that we deliver to clients.
Yes. I mean, I looked at the process that you had to go through in terms of the competition, which is quite a rigorous process with the different stages, and they really dissect what you do in your business and all of that sort of thing on a very sort of broad spectrum. So what do you think is the main contributors to your success in the competition?
I think it's a good question, because I think looking at it, if I look at the peers that we were compared against and who were announced as the finalists, all three businesses, I think, really have got a good credibility in terms of being professional practices. But when I reflected on it, I think what stood out for me and stood out for the team was the fact that we've got, I think, a really good depth in the way we've structured the team. So our business is larger than just one or two planners, and it's just larger than just a Ricardo show. We've got 60 people in our business, and each person plays a very important role in delivering a client's experience. So I think for us, that was one of the differentiators, Tony, was the depth and the skills and that broad range of experience within our team, and knowing that collectively how we collaborate as a team to delivering advice to a client stood out. And I think the other was I'm very proud about is the amount of work we do in terms of financial literacy and consumer awareness. I think that's been an initiative we've been doing for the last 5 years around sort of raising consumer awareness, particularly during Financial Planning Week. I think that also has been quite a sort of key event for us, or it stood out. And then another third area, which I think we have a very strong positioning on, and I'm very proud about, is the fact that we have been we've been an advocate of bringing in young certified financial planning professionals into the industry. And we've been sponsoring the University of Johannesburg's case study for third-year BCom financial planning students for the last 5 years. And that has really been one, again, just to talk to students who are interested in a career in financial planning about what it means to be a professional financial planner, and then taking them on a journey of a case study and allowing them to present to us what it is like to be a professional planner. So I think that initiative too, I think is really, stood out for me in terms of actually what has made us different as a professional practice, and that is helping raise awareness of the career in financial planning to a broader audience than just our clients.
Yes. I mean, that's probably one of the most important things if we do want to ensure that the benefits of the industry gets to everyone, is we need to have more people, almost disciples, that are created to go out and do the same thing further on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that said, I was privileged enough to be part of the final stages of the competition. And one of the things that I did to sort of inform myself a bit more was to explore websites and professional practice websites and so on, and to look at it. And I must say, I found the BDO site, the Wealth Advisors site, incredibly useful. It's very user friendly, very accessible, and the material that you've got on there, the variety of that, easily accessible to anybody without having to commit to anything. That was great. It was very, very well done. So maybe you could just tell me about that strong consumer education focus that you have, and that's evidenced by not just what you've got on your website and the material, but even what you said about making provision for new entrants to the market, etc. Tell us a little bit more about what your aim is with that and your strategy.
Thank you for the, I think, the reflection on the website. And I think it's fair to say that that is what you see today is a combination of, I think, many years of sort of strategy, focus, and sort of development around what we want to stand for. And so that material, I think, is a good indication of what we have been doing, what we will continue to do. And I think, Tony, to your question around sort of how we do it, what we've realized is that talking about money to individuals and our clients and families, it's such a personal conversation, and it's not something that you want to sort of focus on the technical aspects of. And I think as professional planners, we all realize that there's more to life than just the numbers. It's about the family. But what we've also realized is that that topic of talking about money is so sort of so under the radar, and it doesn't get brought up. And so just within the families we advise, very often do we find ourselves having to encourage our clients to talk around money with their children, with their parents, and whoever it may be that they have as dependents, or even their spouses. And so that was part of our realization when we realized that actually financial literacy is not so much about sort of budgeting and all the technical aspects that we take for granted as financial planners, but it's really about raising the topic and the conversation around money. And so a lot of our initiatives and a lot of the material that you've seen on our website and a lot of the financial literacy initiatives we undertake is all aimed at around raising that conversation. Whether it's around retirement, we do retirement conversations, which we call Return on Life. And there it's around sort of talking about how you're going to live in this new phase of life called retirement, and how do you match money to it, and what does it mean for you? So we've done that. We've had conversations with trustees around how to sort of manage the wealth of the interests. But very importantly, we've done a lot of work around sort of what we call our financial literacy campaign, which ties up to Financial Planning Week annually. And there annually for the past few years, we've been publishing a book on a different topic, and really then just collectively around the team, getting everyone to collaborate and actually put together a collection of our insights, our shared experiences around that topic, breaking it down in terms of actually just what is it at the essence. None of the technical sort of information, but really what does it mean to the individual? What does it mean to the family? What does it mean to the person when you're talking around money? Whether that is a business owner, or whether it's a retiree, or whether it's a divorcee, or whatever it may be, is what does that mean? And I think that's been, I think, so well received, because what we found within BDO, I mean, BDO has a staff complement of about 1,500 people. And just within our offices around the country, we find that the lack of knowledge around and empowerment around money is so light. And these are professionals that are in accounting and auditing and the like. And we just found that raising the awareness through this financial literacy book, the ebook that we published, has just automatically sort of given people confidence around actually money is not a taboo topic. And they're more, I think, comfortable to talk about it, not only with their families, but also with us as financial planners. And so that's why we did it, was really around just making it real and continually to make it a personal conversation, not a technical conversation, Tony. And I think that's what we keep striving for.
Yes, yeah. I think that is what people need, because although it is technical and it's about rands and cents and legalities and terms and conditions, at the end of the day, there's a person on both sides of the table.
Correct. That's right. Yeah. And if I can just reflect also on the concept of the family. One of the books we wrote was around, and it's on our website, it's about talking about money as a family. And that got such amazing response from our clients, where they started talking about the fact that actually we never thought about how valuable it is to talk to our adult children or our young children about money.
Yeah.
And I think that to me just sort of pinned it down for us as a team to say, actually, this is where you've got to be talking. You've got to not only in that having a book available, but what we've also started doing is bringing families into the financial planning conversation. So it's bringing the partners, bringing the children when it's appropriate, so that actually money gets spoken about, or the planning gets spoken around family wealth.
Yeah. I mean, I stumbled, that particular one, I really enjoyed it. I stumbled upon it. It was quite late at night, and I ended up reading the whole thing because it was just great how you sort of changed the family structures, etc., as you went along to show the different impacts on what happens when things change, etc. So well done on that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great initiative. So the bottom line now is you've now reached the Professional Financial Planning Practice of the Year award and won that. What comes next? How do you top this? What have you got planned?
So, no, I suppose thank you for that acknowledgement, but I don't think it's ever been an intention for us to sort of reach that sort of pinnacle. I think just one of making sure that we are raising the bar and we are delivering an amazing experience to our clients. And I think we're very proud as financial planners, as all other CFPs are, that you want to be seen as a profession. And I think what's relevant, Tony, to where we are right now, and as BDO Wealth Advisors have been acknowledged as a professional practice of the year, I think it also raises the awareness along the sort of the industry at whole. Sorry, not the industry, within our profession at BDO, within the office of BDO, that actually financial planning is a profession, and it's no longer just about sort of broking or finding a solution for a client on a product. But so for us, what is important is to continue to actually just raise that professional standard. I don't think we can ever say that we're there. I know going through the process ourselves, it was quite a tough process, having to open up and talk about our business. But it also made me realize around where we can continue to improve what we deliver and how we deliver to clients is the one sort of realization. And I think for me, it's one around what's made me really aware. I've been put on the podium and considered to be the professional practice of the year, is how do we talk to the industry? How do we continue to maintain that professionalism? How do we encourage other planners and businesses to raise that bar? Because it's not just about one business and it's not just about one year. I think for us as CFPs, it's all around actually making sure that we continue to raise that level of professionalism of how consumers will experience financial planning. And so for me, I think this is a journey, Tony. I think we're very fortunate to be acknowledged as the winner for 2020. And for BDO as a business and for BDO Wealth Advisors, it's going to be around an ongoing journey to see how do we continue to raise it, we leverage off it to make sure that we can spread that excitement around our peers. So.
Yes. Well, I wish you well on that journey and fun and good returns. So, Ricardo, thank you very much. It was great chatting to you. And
thank you, Tony.
What makes BDO Wealth Advisors tick. So thank you very much for that. And enjoy your December. Hopefully you guys get a break. I mean, after COVID, we don't really know what is a break, but we'll see how it goes.
Any time off from the screen is a breaker. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Ricardo. Go well.